Oh, bollocks. Who invited this? I can hear my GPU fucking spinning. That really activated my computer's almonds.
Please, help! Everyone is getting killed.
Hey, I've already played this PC port before. I like how Sorry, this UI is so tragic, even if you actually set the text to Japanese. Difficulty, is in Japanese, like the word for difficulty, but score mode and multiplayer mode are not. But if you set it to none co-op, muko. Really? like that's the only one you put in Japanese, and it's not even the right word. That means something like not in effect, ineffective. Like that's I don't think that not off. Not quite, guys. Good attempt though. What does Horde mode do? Spawns a unbelievably ridiculous amount of zombies. Makes the game borderline unplayable. Yeah, welcome to House. This was a lot worse on the Switch. The PC version is better. But House of the Dead Remake was my pick for worst game of its year of release. Very bad. Horde mode is only playable if you use the bonus weapons that let you just kill everything thoughtlessly, but then the game is no fun because you can kill everything thoughtlessly.
Reload. Others inside. Save them.
And also, all localizations of this game seem to have been done with machine translation, because the English script is just as incomprehensible. It was that bad? I hated this on its initial release.
Sophie? Reload. Reload. Reload.
This released again, I think, was it 2022 or 2021? I can't remember.
It's you.
Yeah, it inspired me to shit out a very, quickly, hastily made video, just basically going, this is bad, let me tell you all the ways I think it's bad, and then I learned a truth about the algorithm. That kind of thing does really well on YouTube. If I use spacebar, I can shoot even faster.
Thank you.
It's better on PC because the gyro control is not very good, and a mouse is an improvement. It also just looks better on PC. The Switch version is pretty bad looking. The reason why I'm talking about the Switch version is because the Switch version came out first, and there was no indication that it was being ported. That guy's invincible until he stands up. You know, this remake came out pretty recently. Same for Top Path this time. The biggest issue with this remake that I have that hasn't come up yet is... Well, actually, there we go. It did just come up. Sometimes enemies just don't die when they're killed. Like, that... You might notice that that guy doesn't have a head anymore. And therefore should be dead. Do you notice when I was playing the other House of the Deads, when I shot a zombie in the head and their head exploded, they generally died? It's almost as if you're supposed, like, the head is, you know, does more damage by way of, you know, like that. But for some reason, there's, like, just an overwhelming bugginess about this version where sometimes, when you kill an enemy by shooting their head off, they don't actually take any damage from it. And, like, there it was. The head just didn't... I don't think it actually hurt them.
Thank you. Take this.
And yeah, the developers of this one are apparently Polish, so both the English... Unfortunately, I do not speak Polish. I only speak English and Japanese, and I can tell you that both translations are quite bad.
That voice.
Like, there's a lot of wrong word choice.
Are you okay?
I was so scared.
Going on in, like, both. The English script is riddled with, like, spelling errors and grammar problems. When you go to the gallery and you look at the unlock conditions for certain secrets, the English and Japanese scripts don't agree with each other on certain things. You know how in the original, when you shoot this guy, he, like, steps backwards usually? Yes, the sound is clipping. And cutting out, by the way. That's not me or the stream. That's just... the game just does that.
Sophie!
You must stop Kyrian, or else something terrible will happen.
It's just a very cheaply made remaster. This didn't get the love and budget it needed to actually, you know, do the original justice. Like, the original House of the Dead was a short game, but it was not a cheap game. That game cost, you know, money. Again, I'm going to point this out again because it annoys the shit out of me, and it probably annoys the shit out of Japanese people too. Score, health, rescued, life bonus, all in English, right? Bullets, though. Bullet count. Why is bullet count even fucking shown in the results screen? It doesn't matter. You auto-reload between chapters. Only one written in Japanese is, like, number of bullets. And why is it even there? Who cares? Owned, idiot. One of the things that happens if you play on Horde mode, which adds a bunch of enemies to the mix, is that you very often get hit from off-screen because the camera isn't keeping all of them in frame properly. Remake's music is nowhere near as funky as the original. I sorely miss Revenge's music. I know they couldn't use it for licensing reasons, but, like, I don't care. Figure it out.
Reload. 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 Reload.
The new music is, like, competent, I suppose, but, like, it's not Revenge, you know? You done? Bro, crazy. Hey, I found another weapon. I have all the weapons unlocked, I think. I could use them. Oh no, I'm missing the grenade launcher, apparently.
Thank you.
Sounds like a skill issue, just use the music. What? This remake sucks. Like, people think I'm Johnsing about the people think I'm, you know, skill issue, man. It's probably not that bad when I say shit like that happens all the time in the remake, but all the time shit like that happens. All the time that kind of shit happens. It's like, I killed that dude, stone dead. Johnsing, it's a Smash player thing, unfortunately. When you make an excuse for losing, that's a John. Therefore, the verb past tense form is Johnsing. I don't play Smash, I just think it's funny to describe it as Johnsing. Fuck you! See how that guy got shot? Those are one-hit enemies! Those guys are only supposed to take one hit! See how that guy took 3? I told you shit like that happens all the time in the remake. All the time. Out the window with you. Fuck off.
Reload.
It's really funny calling a TP on Wake Up a Mamma Mia. No, see, that's... Like, what do normal FGC people call, like, making up excuses for why you lost? I mean, just salt, I guess? I don't know. But that's like salt is just being mad. I feel like to John is, like, a very specific thing.
It's a dead end.
Dead end. Capping? No, capping is too new a phrase. That's not classic. Capping is like calling things cope, right? Like cope is a fad phrase. Coping and seething, molding, etc., etc. Like it's, you know, it's the trendy thing to say now, but it'll fade like other things that people have said. Like, you know how, like, I can't remember all this shit because I can't keep track of all what the kids are saying these days. But we've moved on from calling things salt, and now it's cope. I definitely shot that guy, but you know, this is the remake, so it doesn't actually matter. Being a scrub quotes are indeed eternal.
They're still upstairs.
But like on Twitch, like cope is a new phrase, relatively speaking. sure is a lot of blood coming off that guy.
Reload. Reload.
Oh yeah, there was Get Good, although I don't know if that's like fallen out of fashion, because I don't talk to people who would generally say it unironically.
Reload.
You know what, the guy's body actually does hit the ground now rather than phasing clean through, so I guess the remake was better all along. Yeah, it's a Souls player thing, as far as I know.
We won't let you have it your way, Kyrian.
Just a color emoji on the screen there. These loading screen hints, but like, I'm not gonna go over each one individually because it's like boring and hard for me to explain properly, but they're also very weird. Just the way it's phrased is... I look at that and like my brain kind of trips on it a bit.
This must be the security card.
Wow.
Unlocked.
I love that guy's hair though. Like it points to it. I almost forgot about it because it no longer stands out from the rest of the scene in the remake. You know, it's like a bright purple in the original because of the environment. You know. I want to say, by the way, something that like the other House of the Dead games actually do on their PC and console versions is that you can't, if you keep pressing reload and shoot at the exact same time as each other, it won't let you do it because reload will take priority as an action, so you actually do have to at least kind of like alternate your bursts somewhat. You'll be shocked to guess what this remake does not do.
Down.
You can press every button at the same... I think one of those was supposed to, like, it's kind of appeared, you know? Just push past. You okay? Doing alright there? Still backing away, they're all dead. Okay. Like, playing with a mouse does still make, like, these games quite easy. Maybe I should be thankful that that aspect of the game is made easier, though, because, like, everything else about this is actually kind of harder than the original because it's so fucking buggy. Feeling I was doing some tomfoolery to make it look like I had infinite ammo? No, it's just press reload while shooting, and it reloads instantly.
Unlocked.
Like, you don't have to do anything fancy, you just have to press reload. And it's right mouse, so I can just press space and left mouse at the same, like, press all the buttons. Just press when I want to shoot something, just press all the buttons. Like this one, all the buttons, you know? It's not a trick, it's not a cheat, it's just how the controls work. Reload, like if I don't reload, I don't reload. Just to prove I don't have like auto reload turned on. Not that it really matters for this game. I'm going that way. Force bind, shoot to both left click. Shoot and reload to left click. Not in the game options, I don't think so, but in like your mouse control program or whatever, yeah, you totally could do that. Mice are very flexible input devices. Funny ragdoll. Yeah, you get that lame clicking noise instead of the nice and juicy reload sound of the other games.
I must compliment you. I didn't think you could make it this far. However, this is it. Let's see how good you really are.
Hermit. Hermit's model's pretty good. Like, that's definitely a weird, freaky spider crab, dude. But they also made this fight take 6 times as long. Because now it does this. You also can't, like, chip damage bosses anymore by shooting them even when they're not vulnerable. So no matter how fast you shoot, you ain't one-cycling this guy. Whee!
I'll get you, Kyrian.
Banana. One dude died. Not fun fact, the original boss fight just made you mildly arachnophobic for years. I mean, I'm arachnophobic right now, so I guess I never got over it. That guy got blown the fuck out. See ya, buddy. You haven't missed the whole stream? You have not, no. I'm not sure why I woke up today and decided, you know what I want to do today? Just play a whole bunch of House of the Dead, but I did. I shot that bad. Williams, did I emulate the arcade versions or play the PC ports? I played the PC ports. It's a PC marathon. That's the reason why 4 and Scarlet Dawn will not be in this, because I don't have any way to acceptably play those on PC. Okay, it didn't really matter how much bullet was used there. That guy wasn't gonna die. 4 can only be played on PS3. Once again, doesn't really matter how much you shoot them. They just kind of don't die. Not real. Alright, kind of work for 4. It's playable, but either way, I don't have it set up. The only thing my Technopara installation is currently rigged to play properly is the fucking Theater Rhythm arcade game.
No way out, Kyrian.
I must admit, I really respect your consistency. But you will never, ever defeat me. Say hello to my masterpiece.
Who are you? Nobody gives me instructions. I shall destroy everything.
Just slides off.
What happened? Why don't you follow my instructions?
Ah, the magician fight theme is so sad in this version. You also can't really hear it. Because for some reason, every single time you shoot, it like hard ducks the music. And I happen to be shooting a lot, you know? Oh yeah, also, this phase starts earlier. This doesn't end with the thing. And also, it's not like the original. You can't, like, keep doing damage to him when he does it. It's not like a thing where you have to, you know, take your opening and deal as much damage as possible. It's just kind of, I don't know, yeah. You know, since we saw how the original works, chance I can play the original house I did after this one. I did. It was like the first game I played. Which at this point was about 4 hours ago. The order I've chosen to play these in doesn't really make any sense, but...
Reload. Reload.
I'm hitting him and it's not doing any damage. In release order? Not really, no. I did 1, 2, 3, typing Remake, which... and there's one last game after this. I can keep shooting him in his leg if I want. Just, it'll keep stunning him, but it won't actually do any damage, so that's not ideal.
Reload.
Playing English of the Dead first. I'll tell you, I'm not playing English of the Dead. I don't have the DS thing. I mean, I guess I could. Pretty easy to plug it in, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Pinball of the Dead, maybe later. Like maybe another time. Because there's a lot of spin-off games, right? It'd be interesting to cover those in a stream, but there's like a lot of them. They would take like their own stream, you know?
I have nothing more to lose. However, I must go on. Goodbye, Kyrian. Farewell, Sophie.
That's House of Dead Remake. Still shows me my remaining bullets in the bottom left. Great, thanks. I'm an average agent, apparently. 名前を入力してください. Poop. Pop. Apparently... Tab is the accept key? All of these... This is such a weird way of explaining that. Whatever. Can't use poop. The player name contains... Did they really translate, like, contains a curse as... Noroyo Kamanai? Please input a word not containing a curse as literally... like, curse as in, like, the, you know, like the magic kind of curse. Please do not hex me with your name. Fucking Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh yeah, by the way, you can't, like, type using the... Oh, you can type using the keyboard, but not if the mouse is over here. Will curse work? I broke the rules. I put in a curse name. Not a profanity filter, a thaumaturgic filter. I'm not even fluent and that's still funny. Fucking hell. Like, if I can tell that you fucked up, something's really gone wrong. I like how the cool, kind of moody credits of the original, where he walks out of the house with cool music, is replaced by this kind of lame still scroll. Maybe it was on purpose, it was not. I think they just ran it through Machine Translate. I think that's the only... I feel like, because that's obviously Machine Translate from please input a name that doesn't include a curse, you know? Because, like, that's the most literal translation I can think of for don't include a curse is Nonoyo Kumanai. Fuck me, that's funny. There's like a bunch of other shit in that screen that was weird as well, but that was like the funniest. The credits get their due regardless. Even if I don't think a single aspect of this game works well at all, really. Some of the model work is alright. That's like the furthest extent I'm willing to go to. But otherwise, I think this is a cheaply bashed together remake that does a terrible disservice to the original. And if they're gonna remake the games in this fashion, I'd rather they just not bother. Because, like, this game obviously needed more time and money to really bring itself up to the level of the original. And honestly, for what? We don't really have the technology anymore. Like, these games are best played with a gun. And you can't really do that. Like, a mouse is acceptable, I guess? Maybe on, like, PS4 they could have done gyro aiming. But I don't think House of the Dead on the House of the Dead remake on PS4 actually supports gyro aiming. It does on Switch, but the Switch gyro is kind of fucking janky. Ganondorf Blade, thanks for the raid. We finished up House of the Dead remake. How is the games? Mostly good. We just finished Remake, which is the bad one. Have to use iToy for that? Maybe it would, but it would be a damn sight better. Oh yeah, no, it could use the Move, couldn't it? it's like the PS4 does still support that shit because of PSVR, doesn't it? Maybe it should have been a PSVR game. I mean, then no one would have played it, but probably would have worked better. Those have gyro too, right? They do, yes. It's supported on the Switch, but the implementation is really weird. That and the Switch controller is just too small. But gyro aiming is definitely better than, like, literally just playing with the gamepad. I don't know. Basically, there are ways that you could make this work, but you'd have to commit time and money to the endeavor rather than cheaply rushing it out for all possible platforms. Mouse is also, I think, acceptable. Like, I can play this with a mouse and still have a good time, but it does make the game much easier. Which is, like, I'm okay with that. It is a bit lame, though, but it's the best you can really do on the platform, other than, like, using a Sinden. But you'd have to have the willingness to commit more time and money to it and probably restrict what platforms it's available. Because, like, this game shouldn't be on the Switch. The fact it was exclusive to the Switch for months is fucking bewildering, because the Switch version is, like, the least suited. It runs like ass, it looks terrible, and the Switch gyro is too fucking sensitive. Nice of them that they put the wiki of the dead guys in the credits. It's less nice that they just kind of ripped them off and put text paragraphs from them in the game. Without permission. That's a pre-render. I can tell because of the compression artifacts. Yeah, I missed 2 weapons. Achievements. Beat Hangman. What ones have I not got? Oh yeah, reach the ending without taking any damage. Cool. Actually, that's actually easier to do than it sounds. If you use, like, the bullshit weapons, it's pretty easy. 666 headshots. Get a final score of 62,000. I've already got that ending. Get a score of 62,000. Get all 3 endings. Get all the achievements. Cooperate with player 2. Complete a chapter. Way. Okay, you know, I'll show you Horde mode. Complete a chapter without getting the, This one is super unclear. Knock back the white dog. It's more specific in Japanese. The English text just says knock back the Kenfis, which... Question mark. I still don't know what this one wants you to do exactly. Hate to raid and lurk? No problem. I think most people do that on Twitch, honestly. Find all the routes. It's nice that there's, like, achievements for things like play all the routes. I think that's fine. In fact, that's the kind of thing I wish more of these games would actively add, is, like, a way to... Something I wish this remake had that could have actually been an improvement in terms of base functionality is that I wish it actually showed you how many routes you've seen. Shows you your gameplay. I think there's a... Is there a percentage for routes?
Everyone is getting killed.
No, don't think so. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna be a translation annoying person. In the top right here, my webcam is slightly obscuring it. Clear shita game, which they, you know, cleared game count is what they wanted for this. What they've actually written here instead is the game is cleared. Like, I get it. but wrong. I can feel out what your intention was, but not quite, guys. I'll show you guys Horde mode real quickly. In fact, I'll challenge with the handgun, just to show you guys how obviously completely unplayable it is with the handgun. Look at all the zombies. Reload. Hey, Deep Road. My favorite weather, red. Yeah, you see how there's so many enemies the camera doesn't really know what to do? I'm trying to knock back the Kenfis. Reload, reload. What hit me? Nothing. Happens all the time. Run, run.
Thank you.
We'll get you for this.
On Horde mode, getting hit by nothing happens all the time. Don't worry about it. Actually, you know, fuck him. Let him die. Idiot. That's what you're meant to do for Horde mode.
This is terrible.
Whoa, it's terrible. You're meant to use weapons like the assault rifle. Or the crossbow. Or, more pertinently, the grenade launcher, because the grenade launcher kills everything in, like, a 10-block radius and makes the game absolutely trivial. It's like the only thing that can really deal with Horde mode effectively, but it also, like, makes the game too easy. Like, at that point, it's boring, you know? So there's only 2 challenge levels for Horde mode over here. Either, like, so difficult it's basically not real,
You can go upstairs from that room.
or, like, super easy. Ouch. There's also the modern scoring system up here, which is a combo thingy. But the ending requirements aren't adjusted to account for the fact that it can give you points in uneven increments. I got hit off screen by that guy. That happens all the time in Horde mode. Enemies are off camera, right? While you get hit, like, there it is again. I told you, you think I'm jonesing. But no, it seriously happens all the fucking time. All the time. It's really bad. It's real bad, guys. I'm telling you. I was not kidding. Did you think I was joking? This game originally released on the Switch. Which is funny, as it is the worst version of the game by a mile. It looks like ass and it runs like ass on the Switch. Can't get the impression. Trying to get the impression this is a subpar video. The guy from Camera. Oh! Me playing House of the Dead Remake. What's with the coins? The route map thing is still cute, though. I wish you could see the route map outside of the game over screen, though. That's something I would have really liked. Nice one fucking corner off from that actually fitting in the text box properly. Please tell me they didn't change into stellar voice acting with the remakes. No, it's a completely different script. They changed all of it. None of it's the same. Sorry. It's still bad, if it means anything. Like, they somehow changed everything, but kept it equivalently terrible.
Please, help. Everyone is getting killed.
I'd honestly say that of this game's many issues, the voice acting change is not one of them. I assume the reason this is a pre-render, and you can really see it on the background there, because video compression hates the dark. I assume the reason this is a pre-render rather than being, like, nice and in-engine and in your face is because it came out on the Switch first. It really does make this look like shit, though, doesn't it? Like, this is a mostly shot-for-shot recreation of the original intro. But the video compression kinda hits it pretty hard. Whereas in the original, it's in-engine, so it looks better. Still like that one corner off from fitting in the blocks properly. Lol. Oh yeah, leaderboard. You know how the game had a profanity filter that asked me to use an uncursed name? I don't know why it bothers doing that, because this game doesn't have online leaderboards of any description.
Please, help. Everyone is getting
Like, it's just local. There's no online leaderboards to submit your scores to, so who gives a shit what name I use? Assholes. It doesn't? No, so there's no point for the profanity filter. It's implemented literally just to be annoying. Like, thanks for that. Game bad! Nope. Don't go into it. Close the game. Game bad!